All right, everybody, welcome to episode 84 of Word on the Street, powered by Lean Solutions Group. Excited to be joined by the street crew today. Got a lot of good things to talk about. It's our last full week before Thanksgiving. So what's up, everybody? Coleman, how's it going, buddy?
Good. Beautiful day out here in Denver after it was 30 degrees the other day. Now it's 75 and sunny, per usual.
It's that time of year for the Midwesterners, right? It could be 30 degrees, it could be 75. You just
Literally.
never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Aaron, you know what that's like in Pennsylvania. You guys get the same type of weather, I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's cold and rainy here.
Oh, you're getting Coleman's weather from a couple days ago.
Yes.
Yeah. We're passing it towards you.
Yeah. Bring that sunshine.
Oh.
It's awesome. So what are you guys up to? How's everything going this week? Good week?
Yeah. I mean, for mine, it's that time of year where it is absolutely crazy and it'll probably slow down after the holiday. But yeah, it's that final push of things. Oh man.
What about you? My internet does well. As you guys can see, there's things going by me here in the background. So, we're traveling down the road about 70 miles an hour down towards Harrison, Arkansas. So we'll see how this goes.
So you just getting away for the weekend, just wanting to get a little family vacation before Thanksgiving, or just cause, Trey?
Yeah. So, what's interesting is we really feel most at home when we're in the RV. Can't tell you why. So every once in a while, my wife is like, you got to go somewhere. Where are we going to go? So we just planned on, just a little getaway to be able to do that. So, yeah, we thought we would get away a little bit earlier, but we didn't. So we're not quite there yet. So I'm just going to do the show on the road today.
I love it. Well, what about Thanksgiving? Are you going to be back home? You guys have any plans or anything fun?
Oh yeah, we got some good things planned. We have like 40 members of Tammy's family right in St. Louis, so it'll be a big get together with all the family, all the fixins, all the football, everything's going to happen. So it'll be good. We'll be back on Sunday. We're just going to go for a couple of days and do some hiking, maybe some horseback riding, and some other stuff like that. So that'll be really good.
Nice. Well, I was going to say, you're putting my low-key weekend to shame. Jeez.
Well, all of those things I need to do at home are just going to be waiting for me when I get back. So we've got piles of leaves that I got to pick up. This was a crazy week. I was actually in Las Vegas Monday and Tuesday, planning for the second annual Lean Solutions Group Mastermind event in Super Bowl weekend for our clients and some prospects. So did that, and then I flew. I did a red-eye flight to Jacksonville, Florida, and I didn't sleep. 20 minutes on the all sleep I got. So I literally was up for like 2 days straight. But a good shower kind of helped out once I got there. So I was there Wednesday and Thursday shooting another podcast for Bathrooms and Bunkers.
Nice.
So that went well. And then I flew home late last night, got in about 1 p.m. So,
wow. Got in that late. Now you're on the road again, huh?
So it is. And no coffee. So can you believe it? No coffee.
Wow.
But,
more power to you.
Yeah, that's how we roll. So, well, this might be a lighter version of a Word on the Street. It might just be us three. So,
where's everyone?
We'll have to speak up today, Aaron. You'll have to tell us our fans. I don't know. It's a week before Thanksgiving. I know a lot of people are taking next week off.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a few people in our company that are taking next week off and enjoying a long week away. So, who knows? We'll see where everybody is. That's all right. The right people are here. I always say on this show that the right people show up. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah, and then sometimes people show up fashionably late, taking after Chris Jolly.
Yeah.
Oh,
very
man.
true.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I think we lost him.
I know.
Well, let's see. I was going to say, I think he made me the host, and we can go ahead and launch the first poll that is going to be riveting between you and I.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. So I've never done this before. So there is a 50-50 chance, probably 70-30 chance that I mess something up. So we'll see how this goes.
I think he did it. He does this on purpose where you can't vote if you're the host. I mean, if you're not, if it's anybody other than Trey. We can't vote.
Yeah, Coleman, you're the host, so you have to let people in first of all.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
You sabotage these questions, though.
Okay.
If you're not the host.
So what you got to do is you got to end it, and then start it again, and then there's a little there's three dots in the bottom. You got to click on that, and it says allow panelists to vote. While you're doing
Gotcha.
that, I'll say hi to Rhonda. What's going on? How are you?
Hi,
This is going to be an interesting show today.
I'm powering on.
Coleman didn't know it, but he's host today. So he's still can't vote. Try it again. Nico, what's up, buddy?
You're laughing.
How are you?
Oh, it's been a week.
There we go. Now the poll is up. So Coleman, I get to vote today, and you don't. How about that?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. All right. Who wrote these, man? There's a lot to read. Okay. I must have been hungry when I wrote these questions, thinking about food. Speaking of which, let me tell you this. So I have this podcast called the Full Send Podcast with Jared Wolf, and every week we talk about his week out on the PGA Tour, like the inside scoop. He talks about what he was thinking, his emotions, and everything about the experience of being on the tour. And last week we talked about Thanksgiving and what he does for Thanksgiving, and he shared his version of the Thanksgiving sandwich, and it's really good. If you get a chance to go to Full Send Podcast, full_send_pod on Twitter, you can check that out. But he talked about putting all of these things onto a dinner roll, and I'm very tempted to try that this year. Aaron, I know what you're saying, but it actually sounded pretty good. So, we'll see.
Sure.
We'll see what happens.
I'll take your
We'll
word
see
for it.
Yeah. It's gonna be
I was
good.
going to say, I think a couple of restaurants even throw a Thanksgiving Day special sandwich on the menus. That's usually everything but the kitchen sink.
I'll tell you what I'm surprised about is how much advertising I've gotten this year about Thanksgiving at a restaurant.
Mhm.
I've never gone to a restaurant for Thanksgiving. We've always done it at home, but that's a thing. I guess
Yeah.
people are doing that these days.
Ah,
So-
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I was going to
We had
say,
a-
true. Oh, go ahead, Rhonda.
I was gonna say we ate Thanksgiving meal. We had Thanksgiving already. The scale shows it, but it's been good.
Nice.
How did you
Excellent.
already have Thanksgiving?
You know what happened? A lot of coworkers had it earlier because of to have it with different family members. And then I threw it out there to my husband. I'm like, since we're gonna hike on Thanksgiving Day itself, I'm like, how about we have Thanksgiving early? So we did the whole shebang on the weekend. Yeah.
So Rhonda, you're doing hiking on Thanksgiving Day. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. We're going to do a family 5K. So we're excited about that. Everybody's just thrilled. That's
Oh,
not true.
cool.
Nobody here is thrilled, but we're going to do it. Yeah. No,
I figured
nobody's looking forward to
the
that.
thrilled was more marketing lingo from you.
Yeah, everybody's excited. It's going to be wonderful. I'll be sure to share the pictures after that. That's for sure. So,
Cool.
yeah. So Coleman, just hit in the poll and share it. That's right. Coleman, you're working today, man.
Oh, keep me on my toes. Hey, I like it. I like it.
That's
Good
right.
job.
And Kyle's in the waiting room. I'm telling you, it is nonstop when you're doing it. It's like you always have to be looking everywhere. It's nuts. So,
I'm getting the
anyways.
hang of it now. I got different little spots up, so I'll make sure nobody's left there.
Cool,
I got
cool.
you.
Well, let's go over the poll real quick. So question 1. And what's up, Kyle McNaught? How are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show.
How is it?
There's the beard. There it is.
The
It's getting
beard.
thick, man. It's looking good.
Yeah, no, I'm wild right now. I need to cut all this stuff. It's too nuts. Like, this is the ridiculous part. When it comes out this far is when it's
Wow.
You know what?
Are
Can
you
I
gonna-
say, Kyle, just anytime I see your name anywhere, whether it's on LinkedIn, whether it's on here, if I don't see your face so I can see that, like, that beard is your brand.
Yeah,
It
there should be-
needs to
you
be
should have a
there
logo.
wherever you
Yeah.
are, because it's
We
what
need to get
makes
you a
like
cartoon logo.
that's like
Okay.
wild. That's like what were the wildlings style beard? Like that's a Tormund style beard.
oh no, that was absolutely a Halloween costume I went as. It was perfect. Like when the hair gets long like this and the beard gets wild, it's like all torment is what I go for.
Love it.
See, I'm just saying the glasses and the beard, we could create a real distinct cartoon that would be totally you on brand. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it right there. So, all right, let's go through this real quick. So we're talking Thanksgiving next week. Can't believe it. Thanksgiving is here and then December. And like,
Yeah.
where did 2021 go? It's nuts. So question 1, will you be traveling more than 25 miles on Thanksgiving? Everybody who answered said no. Everybody's staying close to home. Greg, Kyle, any different? Did you guys relate to the poll? Any difference? No.
No, I got mine in there. I'm a no. I never.
Oh, you're a
traveled
no. Okay.
25 miles.
Like ever? Well, you will in April. Looking forward to that.
Yes, I will. Yes,
All
I
right.
will.
Question 2: which traditional Thanksgiving food item is your least favorite? Because like there's so many good things, but there's always that one thing that you're like, I'm okay. I don't need that. I think maybe not. So for me, it's cranberry sauce. I've never really been hot on cranberry sauce. It's okay, but it's just like sugar. Just to me, it tastes like just straight sugar. So I'm not a big fan of that. Looks like one of you said turkey. What? Who said turkey?
It was not me.
No, really?
me.
No. Now, is that because
It's
you don't eat
about
any
the
meat at all?
sides, Trey. It's all about the sides. Like that's
Okay.
the best, the people,
So for you,
obviously.
For you, the turkey's like what you're supposed to do, but you're really like loading up on everything else.
No.
Like just
Yeah.
I'm right there with
Speaking of which-
Rhonda, but I feel like the turkeys, it's really easy to mess it up. If somebody dries it out,
Yeah,
then no,
it's terrible.
no good.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right. It's got to be moist. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
So let me ask this: how many of you are a one plate Thanksgiving, and how many of you go back for seconds? The reason I ask is this: is I as I got older, I realized I didn't eat as much food, right? Because I don't work out as much. So about 10 years ago, I implemented a one plate rule when I go out to eat, when I go to buffets, whenever I'm at Thanksgiving, I do one plate. How many are one plate and how many of you are just as much as you can handle? Any one platers out there besides me? No? Okay, so everybody else is good. Yeah, one plate. Nice, Aaron. How big is that plate? Is it a platter?
It's actually a plate with wrapped food from Sheets.
Okay. All right.
Well, Trey, something you said in there too is if you're going to a buffet, you got to do more than one plate because you got to make sure that they're losing money on you. Otherwise, that's the point, right?
Well, see, I understand that, but here's the point. Like, do I want to feel like I'm getting my money's worth, or do I want to feel good the next day? Like, those are the two questions you have to
Money's
balance out.
worth.
And I,
The money's
Money's
worth.
worth.
Money's
I
worth.
would, well, when I was your age, I would say that, but now that I'm not your age, I don't say that anymore. Like, I used to go to the pizza buffets and see how many pieces I could eat and all that crazy stuff. I did all that. But then when I got to be like 32, I realized that it just doesn't leave as fast as it used to. It kind of sticks around a little bit longer.
It
And
burns
so
a
that's
little
why
bit
I'm
more.
implementing one plate rule.
I actually
So,
have a
that's what I
2-plate
do.
rule for that reason. Whenever I go to buffets now, because I'm trying to eat better, my first plate can only be a salad. So
Okay.
I can
I don't
look
really
at
count that as
whatever
a
else
plate.
I
That's
want
good.
to
That's
do
good.
like after the salad is done. But my first plate, like, because I'm a parent, so like the first trip up to the buffet is just trying to get my kids to not be horrible human beings. So it's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that. I'm with that.
Yes.
So I will
So
say this.
that's
I did
my
not tell
salad,
you-
and then you
I
go back up.
I didn't tell you how full I made that plate. Like, if it's a Chinese buffet restaurant, I mean, it is like, it's really high. I mean, stuff's falling off on the way to the table. I mean, it's a
Oh,
lot,
yeah.
but it's still just one plate. So I feel better about it.
I'd say for
For
go on.
Nico, so what you're doing with the salad first is key because that signals your brain to like notice that you're actually eating so you don't tend to overeat. So eating those fiber-rich foods first really helps us learn, okay, we've had enough and we have less of a tendency to overindulge. So,
And it's even better if the first plate of salad is by itself. Like, you get that first and then you go back up because now you're walking in between, you're taking some time in between. Like, that's really critical. So
have some water.
good work, Nico. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I need to take notes.
So I have a problem with a couple of answers on here. 2 of you chose sweet potato. How do you not like sweet potato?
Hold on. It doesn't.
see.
It's not that we don't like sweet potatoes. At
It's
least
your
for me,
least.
it's my
It's your
least. And
favorite.
also,
Okay.
there's the 2 ways to make sweet potatoes. There's the
There's only
way
one
where
that's right.
bake it or boil it
Go
or
on,
whatever,
sorry.
mash it up, put some fixings in it. That's fine. But when you put all the like gooey sugar and the marshmallows on top, it's just a bit too much. Like, save that
That's
for
the only way I'll
dessert.
eat it.
Oh,
That is my
My
dessert.
favorite meal. That's hard.
That is-
So I have
is my
never
dessert.
had like sweet potatoes with like all the marshmallows and stuff on top until like I was a full grown man.
Oh,
Okay, you
Like-
have sense. Okay.
yeah.
Like
Colvin, I was thinking the same thing. You were.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I'm shipping.
See,
some
I
potatoes
grew up
to
in
Nico.
I
Sweet.
grew up in a very like Southern Baptist family, so like sweet potatoes growing up was really just it's kind of like looking at like hops and ale, like for Bavarians or whatever. Like it's cut into specific shape sweet potatoes.
Really?
with a very specific type of mixture of like butter and cinnamon and stuff like that. Like you have to
That's
really bring it when you're going to a 400-year-old traditionally black church with sweet potatoes. I can't do
Got
it.
it.
That's why I've never made them.
Well, that makes sense. I'll tell you, a little cinnamon, little marshmallows, melted on top. That's,
Yeah.
I mean, what else is there? So, that's
Real
good.
quick.
So then one person put other. What's the
Yeah.
other? Real quick, what's the other one? Okay, Aaron, what is it?
All of it. I don't like any of it.
What?
Is that why you go to
I'm
sheep?
offended. What?
I
Why?
think we had this conversation last year too.
Yes,
What
we
do you-
did.
Remind me, what do you do?
I go to the local like convenience store, which is our Sheets, and I get French fries or maybe a salad or something else, and that's my Thanksgiving.
Now, just you, not your whole family, right? So your family does
Just
Thanksgiving dinner,
me.
and you just have your own little plate of food.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Nothing.
Okay.
I don't eat
Did you have a
anything.
traumatic experience?
No, I'm
I-
just extremely picky. I have the taste buds of a child. So
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I can relate to that. I've got one of those in my house. Okay.
On the
Yeah,
flip
great.
side, does anybody have a favorite? Because somebody's got to have the favorites in their house.
Cranberry sauce.
Stuffing and dressing.
Stuffing, 100%. Just give me
Stuffing.
stuffing for Thanksgiving, and I'm happy.
Stuffing.
I could eat like 3 plates full of stuffing if I
Oh,
could. I would
yeah.
do that.
Oh yeah.
Just a little
Oh.
gravy on top, just a little moisture on top, a little gravy.
Nico,
Yeah.
what kind
So
of
good.
cranberry sauce? The canned kind, or like my mom makes cranberry sauce with nuts and whole cranberries and stuff.
So I'm not even talking about like, that whole I'm talking about cranberry sauce as if it is like grape drink. Like I want the cranberry sauce that comes in the can that you have to cut open and puncture, and it comes out in like the sleeve
jelly.
of cranberry sauce
Oh,
that you cut into sections. Those little
Yeah.
circles are life. I love them.
Good. So good. Yeah.
Dude, I will take those, cut them into this cranberry loaf, and eat an entire can if you don't stop me.
Cranberry loaf. You know what? My dad was big on cranberry sauce, and I never got into it. And now it's like I don't even want to go near it. I just can't. I like the sweet potato sugary, but cranberry it's like really, really sweet. So I'm not a big fan.
I don't
Not a
like
big
the
fan.
overly sweet. Like I like the ones where like it kicks you in the face with the tartness. Like I want the cranberry.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I'll
Um,
actually be listening to the cranberries while I'm eating it too.
there you go.
Okay. All right. Raquel, what's up? How are you?
Very well. Very well.
Good to see you.
It's been a
to
busy
see you.
week, and it sounds like everyone's taking like the whole week off next week, but that's
a lot
okay.
Of people are. I'm not. A
Yeah.
lot of people are. I'm actually getting caught up on a lot of stuff, which would be good. So that's nice. Okay, real quick. We're finished up the Turkey Day poll. And Coleman, thanks for running the show today. You're doing a great job. So question 3. What is your nap game looking like on Thanksgiving? 4 out of 5 of you, no nap in the poll. Really?
Mhm.
All that food and no nap? Wow. And only one of you has 1 nap under an hour.
Doesn't mean you need to be like super active. You can.
Well, I just know this in our family, like about an hour after the meal, there's 3 or 4 people which upsets me because I want to watch TV and there's no spots to sit. They should go up to the beds upstairs if you're going to take a nap. There's plenty of room. On the couch, laying back like this. Mouth open. We always get pictures of it because it's fun. So we typically get a good shot of it, but that's kind of what we do.
Oh yeah. There's
Anyways.
the ones that are always napping on Thanksgiving, and you know exactly who in the family it is. Like, okay, we ate,
Yep.
they're out.
Yeah, my father-in-law, my wife, that's 2 of them for sure every year.
My
That
mother will take a nap before and after food.
Oh wow.
Before and after.
She's a 2
Awesome.
napper. I like that. Yeah, and these naps are generally over an hour. It's legit around here, the nap time. So it's pretty crazy. So you better get your spot on the couch right after dinner if you're gonna watch football.
Yep.
Because otherwise you're gonna be on the floor or something like that. So and that leads us to the last question, which is will there be football on the TV? One of you is not watching football? Aaron, is that you? Come on, you're watching football.
I said
aren't you?
yes.
Who's not watching football? Rhonda?
I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not.
Yeah. You're
I'll be
Rhonda?
hiking.
Rhonda's hiking too.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of hiking. We're doing a 5K. We'll see how it goes. But it should be in the morning. So
Turkey
by
trot.
football time, we should be good.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, did you
Kind of
see
okay.
those?
Oh, sorry.
Kind of a drop.
I just got really
What's that?
excited. I saw that Brooks has turkey trot shoes. They're bright orange and they have little turkeys and like pies and stuff all over them. They're super cool. I'm not doing a turkey trot, but if I was, I'd totally buy the shoes.
Okay, but let me ask you a question though. Would you wear them any other time but the turkey
No.
trot?
No,
So you're buying shoes for one day a year?
maybe
Okay.
the gym. Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, I think I would wear them. I would just wear them around and just because that's the kind of full that
Orange
I
is
am,
a
I
little
would enjoy
bright
that.
for me. That's
They
a little
don't
bright
look-
to draw attention. But
Chris
They don't
Jolly
look
might
too
like 'em.
bad.
What's up,
They're-
Chris Jolly?
They're mostly just orange, and if you don't look closely, it might just look like orange with a pattern.
yeah. I just thought they were super cool.
Turkey trot shoes, Chris Jolly. I think you need to buy a pair. They're orange.
We can't hear you, Chris Jolly.
Get me Trey,
Oh,
give
there
me
you
your
are.
expense. Give me your expense account. I'll buy them right now. Let's make that happen.
Jolly,
Yeah, we'll work that
What
out.
up, Rhonda?
how's it going?
Good. How
I'm
are you
ready for
doing?
you.
I know. We got to go hit Camelback.
I sent you a special clip
I
just
watched
for you.
it. I know. I
didn't put
watched
that with
it.
Anybody. You and me, babe.
I feel special. Thank you.
You
Nice,
are.
nice. Hey, so Chris, you might be wondering why is it you got into the show so quickly today without a lot of heartache and trouble? And it's a really easy explanation. Coleman Ruffin is leading the way today. He's hosting. So he got chin right away. I mean,
Thanks,
I couldn't
buddy.
stop it. Yeah,
Chris is like, I'm so confused as to what's going
I had
on.
no control.
Well, Trey, I'm assuming you're not working, considering you're in a camper right now driving.
He's golf practicing, Jolly. He's scared of you, man. He's scared.
Exactly. I would be too.
I'm not scared of Jolly, number one, especially on the golf course. Number two, I am working today. My wife is driving down the road. Check this out. Look at this. My wife just
Nope, not me. Nope.
cranking this baby right down the road with my kids right there. And we're going to have fun this weekend, but I am working, my friend.
Where are you
It's been
going?
nonstop meeting. We're going to Harrison, Arkansas, which is a little known town pretty close to Missouri, Arkansas border, close to Branson, Missouri. A lot of cool nature stuff, really beautiful part of the country that's kind of unheralded. Next year, Freightways will be in Rogers, Arkansas, about an hour from there. It's just a beautiful part of the Ozarks. So we're going to go down and get away and do some camping, some hiking, maybe a little horseback riding. Still trying to figure all that stuff out. Might run into Branson for a night and go to a show or something like that. So it'll be good.
How long is that drive for you, Trey?
Only 4 hours. Four and a half hours.
Trey's not driving.
Yeah.
I'm not driving. Yeah, I don't know.
He's
Not
gonna
really
be
paying
napping
attention.
after this.
We're heading down to Branson right now. We got about 30 minutes left, so we'll be there whenever the show is over. My kids are giving me navigation details right now, updating me on the time left, so it's all good. Yeah, so it'll be fun. We're on our way down. So you missed it earlier, Chris, but my wife and I often will just look at each other like, hey, we got to go somewhere. We need to get back in the RV, so we're doing it this weekend.
I like it.
I'm with you. We just got our RV back. I'm like, where are we going? And
Yes, right. That's
I don't know.
like yes. Yeah.
but it's
and
pretty
then-
cold outside. It's 30 degrees here right now.
You
So
can
I
camp in the
think
cold, just unhook the water when you're not using it at night, just unhook it from the trailer. But everything
I'm
else
way
is
too
totally,
soft.
totally fine.
I can't do that. I'm way too
Well,
soft.
you're
No,
the
Chris, you can do
opposite,
this.
right? You're
There's
just used
heat.
to the 120 degree weather,
Yeah,
straight heat. Like,
absolutely.
no way.
We got heat in here. It has a furnace. I mean, it's not like we're going to be freezing. We're
Yeah,
not camping outdoors.
no, I understand.
know?
I left
Jolly-
Wisconsin for a reason. Okay.
Put any pants on, Jolly?
I'm sorry.
Are we wearing any pants yet with the weather? 'Cause it's
No,
kinda
absolutely not. I don't wear pants. I'm in shorts 24/7 out here.
still- Love it.
I'm glad you clarified that you're wearing shorts.
Yeah.
You didn't stop with I'm not wearing pants. That could have been awkward.
Well, for you, Trey, it's only awkward if you make it awkward.
No, not for me. I like it. But everybody else, I was just thinking about the ladies in the call. But anyway, so let's do this. Let's transition. a little
They've
bit.
expected
So-
less from me. That's probably the nicest thing. That's the least concerning thing I've said.
Exactly. That sounds about right. That sounds right. All right. Well, let's transition a little bit here. There's been a lot that's been going on in the world and the government. Looks like Build Back Better is on its way to passing. We'll see what that means coming up soon. We had the anchored ships in LA top 100. So not getting any better in the port situation. But I did hear rumblings and Freightways comments on this that I think capacity is returning to the market. It seems odd that the container issue is still a problem, but where's the capacity coming from? What do you guys think? Give me the inside scoop.
It's all manufactured. That's what I think. I think the port was a manufactured crisis because
100 ships out Danker right now. That's all.
how like the beauty of ocean freight, Trey, is these. It's not like a last minute shipment pops up on our load board here overnight. Like this literally took 15 days to get from China. So why wasn't the alarm sounded earlier?
I think the alarm's been going off for a while.
No, but like to the level that it's at now, though, Greg, is why did it take 80 ships to have something actually be said?
Because money, right?
Well,
they were making enough money.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's like, let's hold back. Let's cause this because like the more and more people that I've been talking to that are in the ocean world is, like obviously there's 6 main ocean carriers that are out there, there's that control 85% of the freight. So it's not as fragmented as what the OTR world is. And from there, you have the ports that are what they are. They're private business that are, but there's a governing body that kind of controls the ports that's appointed by, the local mayor in LA and everything else. And there's just a lot of stuff that adds up to be like, I won't be surprised after this has been signed into law that this is going to all of a sudden start fixing itself. Because like the big thing for me is they're talking about there's a chassis shortage, which is true, but they have like 1,000 chassis that are out of service right now. If it was really that serious, they would be like, we have to get all of these road ready right now because that would help this, but that wasn't done.
Yeah. So it almost feels like Wall Street manipulation. Like you're trying to manipulate a stock.
This isn't me. Like both sides of the aisle are just as guilty of this shit. Like it's not just one side of the aisle that's like everybody's guilty of this shit. It's us as the American public are hung out to dry. That's my complaint.
Well, you do know that the whole backup started on purpose because they were sending all available boats to LA Long Beach because it was the quickest port to get empties back to China.
But they're not loading empties.
Not the point. The point is the ships are going there so that when the empties are available, they can get back to China. Like that's where it started. So everything else that happens, like the catastrophic failures in the industry after that weren't really just failures, they're bottlenecks. You can't handle that much freight into the port. You can't. So yes, there's a backup. I don't think it's really manufactured as much as it is working in as intended. It's not a conspiracy, it's capitalism. It's the most profitable port. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that the explanation is actually easier. It's the most profitable port for the ships to come into. So it's capitalism and we're getting screwed because of it.
To a point, yes. I mean, I'm not like, I think that, again, if this problem if they wanted to have it fixed, it would have been fixed. I guess that's my underlying thing with all of it. If they didn't want this to be an issue, it wouldn't be an issue. That port is not operating at 100% capacity at all.
What would the government do if there were no issues?
Well, no, I know exactly. But there's like, and then speaking of the empties, like, again, if this was really that big of a deal, somebody like Gene Soroka, who's in charge of the ports, would be like, all right, Maersk, this next vessel is all empty containers going back to China. We got to get all of these off the ship. But, the thing is this fine that they're trying to impose upon everybody. The ocean line's not paying for it. Again, if you want, like, they're the ones who own it. If you want this to end, hold their feet to the fire because they have already informed everybody down the waterfall. Actually, you're paying for it. No, you're paying for it. No, actually, the U.S. consumer is paying for it.
Yeah, but isn't that just logistics in general?
Well, I know,
doesn't
Kyle,
it
that's,
just go
that's just
down?
my, that's why I have so many
You're
gray
describing
hairs.
logistics. Oh my God. I mean, it's just there's no one owner, right? At the end of the day, you can't really pinpoint, hey, this guy's the boogeyman. This is the one that messed it up. Isn't that kind of where we're struggling?
But
I mean, if you
also
look at
like
like how long these are, like the street dwell time of these things is like well past like the 1 to 3 days that they're supposed
Yeah.
to do. It's like you're looking at over a week. Like I hear all the time that just warehouses are backed up insane because of the worker shortage. I mean, it's sort of hard to pinpoint the one thing, right?
yeah,
I mean, Raquel,
I
you probably know, like with your guys, like how long are they waiting to just get unloaded?
I think though, Kyle, like my thing is this, and like in the, again, this is my experience in the OTR world. If that company's truck breaks down or that driver is abandoned that equipment, who's responsible for retrieving that equipment? The owner of the equipment, right? Not actually, broker, you're going to pay us to go get our truck back. And then us as the broker are going to take it out on our customer. Again, like there has to be, I'm just saying like it's the accountability aspect is what's really frustrating to me is there's zero accountability here, you know? And again, I understand this is capitalism. I'm a fan of capitalism. I love making money, but not at the expense of, at the demise of other people. That's where my line draws. You can make a shitload of money in this country
So not a
in
fan
an
of
ethical
capitalism.
manner. In an ethical manner. In an ethical manner. You can make a shitload of money. There are plenty of companies out here who are built up from nothing, who do things the right way, who make a lot of money. And they're not essentially squeezing out small to mid-sized companies because that's who's really getting fucked here is those small business that their entire P&L is sitting in the port and no one's protecting them. Walmart, Costco, they don't give a shit. Like, as you saw in the news, they're rerouting their fucking ships to another port. They don't have to deal with this shit.
Dude, my previous employer, when this whole port backup started, they just started flying their units in. A lot of companies can afford to do that. It's always the little guy that gets screwed over in capitalism. It's always because we're the ones who can't afford to do something else.
Right. Agreed.
Well, and ultimately though, those charges come back to the consumer, as Chris was saying. I mean, and one of those things that I think one of the frustrating parts about all this is that going back to the OTR world for a second, if my customer has an issue with a charger, if I have a charge that I've got to pass along to a customer, there's a conversation there saying, hey, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. We need to increase the rate to this, right? With a lot of this, it's, hey, by the way, that container that got put on a boat 2 weeks ago, when it gets here, we're going to charge you an extra X amount that you didn't know about beforehand to be able to plan anything into it. And that's where I think my frustration comes in.
Yes.
It's like holding freight hostage. You know?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is they're holding it hostage.
And the hardest thing about capitalism, I think, at any point is the regulations of capitalism, because there have to be some rules, right? There have to be some boundaries that are set. And at the same time, you don't want to be so constricted by rules that the market can't do what it does best in terms of why we like capitalism, you know, and creating innovation in products. And so that's
it seems like it seems more communism than capitalism with this instance of we're holding this freight and we're going to charge you 100 times more than what you agreed to pay for it, or it's ours. That doesn't seem very capitalistic to me.
Right. No,
I don't know. You're making money.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle.
Seems very capitalist to me. You're making money.
Kyle, we're gonna attack your network, and then you got to pay us $10,000 in order to get it back. You know, that's making money, right? I mean, there's like certain things that are okay and certain things that are not.
Yeah, there's vulnerabilities in your system. Like your system needs to run because you need to keep making money. So yeah, that's still capitalism. Like your system don't run, you ain't making profit. You ain't shit. Your board members aren't happy.
It's a form of capitalism, but
yeah,
I don't think we would say that it's a very ethical form.
Capitalism, or is just criminal?
Yeah, I think there's a fine line there, Kyle.
There's just too many envelopes of cash that go across the board for everybody to make somebody turn a blind. That's not that bad. Here's $100,000. You know, this will pay for your country club membership. Just turn a blind eye, person who's in charge of this governing body.
Is Diana going to beat up her kids on this?
Yeah, we got to pause.
Hold on.
We got some really good conversations going on in the chat.
Yeah.
First of all, Diana keeps her Christmas tree up year round. I love it. I love it. That's great news.
Absolutely love it.
Cool.
I would do that if my wife would not kill me.
Diana just doesn't care. She's like, whatever. I don't care. But then the best thing is the conversation about kids stealing stuff. That's good. Worth your time. So go check that out. And while we're on the topic of Christmas, let's go ahead and roll that second poll, because even though Christmas isn't here yet, we got Thanksgiving this week. You definitely better be thinking about Christmas and what's going on. And so go ahead and take this poll about your Christmas plans as we roll into Thanksgiving week. Hey, baby, have we bought any Christmas gifts yet? Have we bought any Christmas gifts yet? Okay, all right. I need help with this poll.
Hello.
Well, that doesn't count if she started buying Christmas gifts yet, Trey. It's all about you.
It's a we thing. It's a, we are one. Like, whatever she does is me. Exactly. Right. Yeah.
I'm on board with Trey on that one.
There are certain things in life where she says, hey, we need to X, Y, Z, but what she really means is you need to, right? And I understand. I get it. It's not a we thing, but it's a me thing, but it's a we because she said it. So it's the same thing here. So maybe what percentage of gifts do we typically buy online? Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Over or under? A little over, a little under?
Definitely over.
Smells like pine sol.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
What kind of Christmas
Diana's
traditions?
chat, I was
I
like,
think I can answer
Jesus.
this one.
Oh, we're getting our kids cleaning supplies. That's a great idea, Diana. I'm going to do that for my son.
Hell yeah, that's a good idea.
Lysol wipes. Yay. Clean up after your fucking self.
Hey, the word.
Abby Loso. Listen, you go to the Dollar Tree, just get a bunch of shit, put in a basket, and here you go.
Phenomenal. God, I want to have Christmas with Diana this year.
Oh,
Here's your fucking
beautiful.
presents.
Just once. Just once.
I actually got a jet. It's my daughter's birthday today, so she turned 5.
Happy birthday!
Yes, happy birthday.
Birthday.
Say happy birthday. Okay,
Happy
she don't care.
Thanksgiving this week. Have a
Oh wait,
great-
now she's coming. Look, they said happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Happy
happy birthday.
Aw.
She's very excited. She's still a pain in the ass. But we're gonna go. And I'm gonna take her to
You are
Get some
phenomenal,
shoes.
Diana. Never change.
Never ever change.
Never, ever change.
all right, y'all, but we're gonna get going. It was nice chatting.
Nice seeing you.
Bye,
Bye,
Diana.
everybody.
Have a great Thanksgiving.
You too. Take care.
All right. Did we end this poll? Are we done?
There's one other person that finished up and now I did. I'll share the
Very
results.
good.
Oh, it's like, that was me.
All right.
Shit.
Yeah. It's like, oh
Now,
god.
see, Coleman didn't get to vote today because he's host. I got.
Yeah, I'm not used to being on this side of things. It's weird.
I know. It's pretty exciting. I'm just sending you some money in the mail or something. Check some mail. It's on the way.
Yeah,
All right,
mine's still
everyone.
waiting too. Colin.
Have you started buying Christmas gifts yet? Wow, some of you have not. Who's not started buying presents yet? Who's waiting?
I mean, I haven't started either. It's not Thanksgiving hasn't even really started. Come on now.
Well, but this year in particular, the warning was put out well in advance that if you wanted to arrive by Christmas, you better start buying. And maybe that was just a manufacturing crisis as well. I don't know. But 88% of you said yes. 13% no, haven't started yet. All right, my dad. This is back in the day. This is like back in the 80s and 90s, when my dad would literally go to Walmart the midnight before Christmas Eve, because my sister and I would be with him on Christmas Eve every year, and he would go to Walmart and buy gifts and wrap them up and bring them home, and that was it. Like, there were never gifts ahead of time. Whatever Walmart had, that's what we got. That's how it worked out. So, if they were out of stock on something we wanted, too bad. He'd find something else, and that was it. It's kind of the way it worked. So things have changed pretty dramatically with online shopping and things like that. All right, question 2: what percentage of gifts do you typically buy online? This is so more than 50% of us. It's like 75% of us buy at least half of our gifts online. Isn't that crazy? Like, it's just five years ago, I would have thought it would maybe been like 20%. 15,
I'm
20%.
all
And
at this
now-
point. I can't even go to a mall and walk around. I find it pointless. I have no idea where to look. I have a hard time grocery shopping at this point because I have no idea where. Give me all online. I literally search like gift idea for this particular persona. Like, I am that, like, I'm like, crap, I gotta buy gifts. That's how I am right now.
Oh, Kyle, you're the guy
waiting.
at the grocery store that's just all day walking back and forth, different sides of the store.
Oh,
My wife
and
has
it's
gotten
worse.
really good. When she says the store makes a list. She's so good. puts in the order, if I just follow the order, like it just throughout the store, she knows where everything. She knows so well, she can make a list. It's like, oh, it's unbelievable. But
I wish I had
no
that.
list. I'm like, oh, I need bacon. Dang it, it's way over there. Oh gosh, ice cream this way. Like, yeah, just constantly back and forth. There's got to be a worker at the grocery store. It's like, look at this fool. Look at this guy. Look what he's doing. Pretty
Oh,
crazy.
I have it the worst because I bring a 1.5-year-old with me, so she just wandering around slapping everything off the damn shelves, and
Wandering
I have no idea where I
around?
am.
You're not putting her
Oh
in
yeah,
the
no.
cart?
I got
What?
very big Florida vibes with my child when we're walking around the Massachusetts grocery stores. We are everywhere. I have no idea what to do. I had to give up. I was trying to find pita chips and I just gave up. I'm like, she's too crazy. I gotta go to a place. I gotta go to a grocery store. I know exactly where the pita chips were.
Why does Kyle not have his own reality TV show? I
know.
just want a GoPro cam on Kyle's chest
A
going
lot.
around.
It's very boring. It's just me chasing around a child.
Only
Put a
during
GoPro on
daylight
the shopping
hours.
cart.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put my hand up. I don't know. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well done.
Good one,
That's something
Trey.
every day.
Got
Good
joined
one,
here
Trey.
during the vaccine talk.
Nice. That's right.
Oh, is that what we
Nice.
were talking about? I didn't even hear that.
No.
Oh, I was watching
Going
something
there
on my.
again.
Oh, is that what we're talking? Yeah. Okay. Speaking of conspiracy theory, no, I'm just kidding.
All right. Question 3. Moving on. If you are purchasing gifts online, how confident are you that the items will arrive by Christmas? So most of you are over 50% confident. That's good. Some of you under 50%, and then want to be, of course, not purchasing gifts online. It's going to be interesting. See how many people get New Year's gifts this year. Yeah, Chris.
I'm not purchasing gifts online. I don't like.
You don't
online.
purchase any gifts online?
No. Why would I?
Don't lie, Chris. Come on, nothing.
The future's
I
now.
won't
old man.
buy any Christmas gifts online.
Kind
I
of
buy other stuff on Amazon because I don't.
Is it
care
because
what
you're
it
not
is.
buying anybody Christmas gifts? Are you screwed? Is
No,
that what's going on here?
No, I buy my son Christmas gifts. I don't buy my wife anything. She doesn't buy me anything. I'm serious. We have an agreement on our gifts. Like, hey, if we're gonna do Christmas, it's for our kids. It's not for us. Like, I'm if I want something, I buy it. I'm fucking 36 years old. You know, like, I'm not waiting for a present to show up under the
realize
tree.
your name
Well-
is Chris Jolly, right?
Yeah, I'm jolly for my son. I watch Christmas movies. We're gonna do a bunch of cool shit. But I don't want any presents. I don't need anything.
Well,
Oh,
I have
so
a
good.
surprise
So-
for you, Chris, but I guess not now.
Ooh, Robert, as long as you put a bow on it, that's all I want.
Hey,
I will say this. My wife and I have started doing this where we'll tell each other what we want, but then instead of waiting for Christmas to get it, we just buy it and say, oh, that was for Christmas. Let's kind of get it out of the way now, because I don't want to wait 2 months to not use a watch that I want or something like that. So kind of with you on that, Chris.
In my family, Mesa's birthday was just last week, and John's birthday is in January. So I say we celebrate the birthdays more so than Christmas. So there's only like very small gifts, because otherwise it's like right back to back for me.
So they're getting gypped just because they were born on a certain day they couldn't control. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Yep, that's
Kinda
what a
sounds like
December
that's what you're
birthday
saying.
is.
why do we celebrate the child? What did they do that day? They did pride. It's bogus. Fuck them kids, man.
Oh, beefcake. I love it. Love it. Oh, goodness. Well, my daughter's birthday is the day after Christmas, and it is definitely a challenge
Oh.
because, she feels that. So we've started like celebrating in January, like a little later when friends are back from vacation, like, having a sleepover or something like that. My sister, actually, Aunt Lori, her birthday is January 14th, and 2 years in high school, she's like, I want to celebrate my birthday in June. So they just decided to move it to June because then she could actually get summer clothes for her birthday and she could have
Yeah.
friends over and stuff like that. So
It's a problem with America. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you do the
that's the problem.
Sure, do you do the BS? So mine's December 30th. So do you do the bullshit that my parents would do, which was like not give me even though it was Christmas and everyone got the stuff and I just had to wait one more freaking a couple more days to get the crap that oh yeah, this is for you? Or do you at least give them good stuff?
Wait, are you talking? Are our Christmas gifts impacted by her birthday? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Do you hold off?
No,
'Cause
Yeah. No, not at all.
my mother
They're two
does that
separate.
bullshit all the damn time.
Mind you, he's saying
Still,
that with
sounds
his
like she's still doing
daughter's
that.
5 feet away. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he,
Oh, no.
he has to.
There's
True.
But it is the truth. No, we don't.
Yeah,
Hey,
Rhonda?
Kyle, maybe that's why you have issues with going to the mall and shopping.
I have issues with them all because teenagers are there and they're the worst thing in the world.
Fucking A.
get
come on.
off my
Amen.
lawn.
Yeah, I'm
true.
with Greg.
That's true. That's true. No, we don't jipper on the gifts at all, but we do try to wait a little bit because if we try to celebrate too close, like a lot of friends aren't available, they're doing family stuff or they're on vacation, whatever. So we do celebrate later. We give her usually some gifts from us on her birthday just because it's her birthday, breakfast in bed and that kind of stuff. But then we do a party for her later.
Aw.
Yeah, I just can't imagine that. That would be rough to get gypped out again. So I can see the passion in your eyes, Kyle, when you talk about this and the
Mine's
scars
just-
that it left you.
December 30th is bad. Like, I still think Christmas is probably the worst one, but December 30th sucks because you want to like go out and drink, and everyone's like, Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. I ain't doing that crap. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's like I turned 21.
right.
I went to a convenience store to get my freaking first beer because like no one else, like, they're like, no, I'm gonna go out
Who
drinking.
doesn't
later.
want a 48-hour bender at the end of the year? I mean, why not?
I would assume that would be everyone.
I'm surprised you couldn't talk people into that, Kyle. I mean, come on, you're a salesman. What happened?
Especially
To be
at
fair, I
21.
had a broken ankle at that point in time, so it was pretty. I was on crutches. I made my brother
Same.
drive me to the convenience store.
Sell me the
that's
beer, Kyle.
horrible.
Sell me the beer.
It's
That's
Florida, man. So I had painkillers and beer. It was definitely a 21st birthday party.
Florida man.
All right, question 4. How are you altering your plans this Christmas due to inflationary pressures? 25% no change. Good for you. 38% will be buying fewer gifts this year. Nobody's going to be looking for less expensive gifts. And then a couple of you are doing both 2 and 3, looking for some less expensive gifts and maybe fewer gifts this year. We're doing something a little different this year. I think I may mention it, but we're going to take some of the normal money that we would spend on gifts. We're actually going to work on giving it away this year and give some charity. So we're excited about that. It's going to be good to teach our kids about giving and to try to convince them as well that it's better to give than to receive. So they're kind of at that age where this is a great lesson. We hope it's a lot of fun. And then we're also going to sign up to go serve at Salvation Army on Christmas morning. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
Something a little different this year, but looking forward to that. All right, question 5, last one. How many Christmas movies will you watch during the holiday season? I will include Hallmark movies in this list because obviously they come up with a new one like every day. So only one of you more than 25, and that's me. We're gonna watch an ungodly amount of movies.
I'll say that's a
gonna be
lot
like
of
40.
movies.
Okay, but
That's
think
a
about
lot.
this. Okay, so I don't watch a lot of them. Okay, but us as a family, because like Hallmark comes out with a new Christmas movie every day in December, usually, right? So that's almost like a staple in our house, our family. They're going to watch that, and then of course we have to get the traditional ones in there. You know, the Grinch, Elf, some of the other ones that
Die
like,
Hard?
used to have your Christmas story.
Die Hard.
Well,
yeah.
Die Hard's for the white,
Hard.
Not a Christmas
not
movie.
for the kids, Rhonda. It is a
100%
Christmas
agree.
movie.
What's your
Die
favorite color?
Hard
for-
is a Christmas movie.
It is
So
not
not
a
for
Christmas
kids.
movie.
Shameless plug. Everyone this year, whether you're planning on watching Christmas or not, you have to watch Christmas with Felicity. Nikki Bain is one of the extras in there. My wife.
Oh, really?
So-
send us a link or something so
On-
we can
on
make
the
sure we get
Netflix.
that whenever you have it. Okay, whenever
What
you
is it
have
on?
it. Just
Oh, it's on
remind us
Netflix
about
too.
Sorry,
That
it's
makes
on
it easy.
AMC
Yeah.
Plus. Sorry, AMC Plus.
that. Christmas
AMC
with
Plus.
Felicity. AMC Plus, is that a new streaming service? Oh my gosh.
Sure.
What
He's
is
like,
that?
I'm trying to keep up. I just found out what Netflix was.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of true. So my wife and I wanted to watch Yellowstone, the new season of Yellowstone.
so
We
great.
downloaded Paramount Plus,
Doesn't
but
work.
it's not on Paramount Plus. It's on Paramount.
Paramount.
And I'm like,
Oh,
what?
Yellowstone
I feel
is
you.
possibly the greatest show ever. I love that.
We
show.
just started watching it. It's really
Oh.
cool. It's on
Start from the
Netflix though,
beginning.
right? Like
No.
we
Paramount.
Peacock?
Start from the beginning.
Yeah,
Peacock.
Peacock
Maybe
for the
it's on
first
Peacock.
3 seasons, and then the 4th
okay.
season is Paramount. I'm like, ugh.
it is good stuff.
Start from the beginning though, please. You
Yes.
won't regret it.
Start from the beginning. Yeah, we're gonna-
John
we're gonna
watches
be
it. I
spending-
kind of peek in and see what's going on.
We're going to be spending more money on streaming services than we ever spent on cable here before long. They're just going to nickel and dime us at some point.
I really hope that they start to like consolidate and go back because this is getting ridiculous with the amount of passwords I have to keep coming up with.
It's gonna come full circle where it's gonna
I
be
hope.
back to a TV
100%.
package, and then you just get everything. It's
It- it
100%,
should.
Kyle.
I think the
One-
Just greedy capitalism at its finest, Jolly. Hit me with a conspiracy.
here we go.
Bane, come
Here we
on, bring
go.
it. Beard Brothers.
No, I think like what I've been saying this for a while. Like if like Charter or somebody really wanted to take hold of the market, I think like charge a flat fee and you choose the channels you want. And then just like completely do because like I don't watch TV, but if I do, I'm watching like, Lifetime and
Live
ESPN
sports.
and
I mean,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Bravo.
Like dude, I'm a huge Bravo fan. I
Yeah,
love
over.
Bravo.
I mean, yeah. What's it?
Below Deck,
Below Deck is the best.
Mediterranean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Below Deck. Oh, come on.
$1 Million
You're
Mystery.
definitely watching
Yeah.
CNN, MSNBC.
No, I'm
No?
Who watches
yeah.
them anymore?
CNN all the time.
No, Bane's watching Real Housewives. That's his whole MO. It's all that. Give him
Bane and
everything.
I actually
Bachelorette.
First of all,
About
it's
it.
real non-binary house people.
So you're watching Logo now, huh?
That's funny.
Greg
That's all I
has
got.
no
That's
idea.
tired today. That's
Greg's
the
so
only
out of this conversation. He has no idea these streaming services or anything. He's like, it's not on cable or basic
Greg's like,
TV. I
"Real
don't
what?"
care.
Hold on, we've got streaming services and the kids watch whatever they want on them and I go into the other room so I don't have to hear it.
Nice. All right, everybody. Well, this has been fun. Very good. Who's doing anything like exciting over Thanksgiving weekend? Is anybody doing a 4-day weekend, like going to do something? Who takes this time to actually go out and do something? Raquel, you going camping?
I am going north to my grandparents' camp. That's where we all meet for Thanksgiving. So this is actually the first time
Grandparents have
Mesa's
a
going to
camp?
meet. Yeah, yeah.
Tell us about this.
They built it themselves. It's off grid, like has a generator there. And
it.
yeah, it's
Wow.
like about an hour north of where I live here.
Robert
And this is
and I
the first
come?
time they're
That's
going to meet Mesa. So I'm super excited.
Nice. Take some pictures of that because I'd like to see that whole setup. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I will.
That'd be good. Does anybody ever travel on Thanksgiving, like just like a vacation? Does anybody ever do a vacation on Thanksgiving? I've been wanting to do that for a while, but of course, you got to miss out on some family stuff. But it'd be kind of fun for all of us to go somewhere. Anybody do that?
No, I'm always home.
No?
Outside of 2 years ago, I for a honeymoon actually went overseas, which was awesome. But otherwise, low key stuff.
Which was awesome. Exactly. Like I think that's something that we need to do. So no, but it'll be good. Yeah, Thursday. How many? Anybody working Friday? Off Friday? What's the policy?
I'll be working.
I'll be working.
You're working. Yeah.
This is the freight world. You're always working. Come on now.
We made those. We
Oh.
never.
Not always when you're a vendor. Not always when you're a vendor.
Yeah,
That's
Trey's
probably
like,
the next thing
I don't even work at all next week. Actually, we're good.
Great stuff.
Wow. For you.
Not true, but it would be fun. All right. Well, hey, we're going to give you guys a few minutes back of your time, but it's really great to see you guys. We are you guys going to want to get together next week? Are we going to do this again next week? I mean, we've gone 18 months without a week off. I don't know if you guys know that or not. But like literally, we did last year Thanksgiving. We did Christmas Day last year.
I know you
Christmas,
guys did.
yeah, remember that?
I
You-
know.
You
So-
lit me up for being like 15 minutes late. I got like 7 fucking text messages. Where are you?
Where's Elvis?
Was that
didn't
when
sound
Where
like
in
that, but you're
the
right.
World is Chris Jolly started?
I think
believe-
that's
I
kind
believe
of
that's
how
what
it
it was
did.
Probably.
That might be how it is. He started to get too good for us and just didn't show up anymore.
yeah,
So we had to give
that's
him a
it.
little trouble.
That's it.
So, all right, cool. We'll be back next week for episode 85. That'll be fun. We'll hear how your Thanksgivings were. So, and Aaron, Raquel, make sure you take some pictures of the camp. Good to see
I
that.
will.
And, that'll be great.